College Hill, y'all. Well, it is the end, and it kind of landed the way that I expected it to land, even with the person who won valedictorian being the valedictorian. I kind of suspected it, that it would be, that outcome, just based on like the edits and stuff that I was seeing. I was just like, yeah, it's given this, and it gave that. Um, so it pretty much started off with them in their media class where it left off last week. Santana finally arrived and he showed up, and they were supposed to do a presentation about their partner, and they was gonna basically talk about their life story and talk about their legacy and stuff. And so Saucy had Nick, Claudia had China. They had each other, and Carlos and Tamar. So Saucy arrived. He did his little speech. Yeah, this is Nick Young. Yeah, this is Swaggy P. And yeah, this is this, and that. Da, da, da. Just real, whatever. Something that I could have did, to be honest, or anybody. Nick, because he was afraid if Saucy wasn't going to show up or not, he actually had a classmate of theirs. This powders, y'all. He had a classmate of theirs actually write his story for him. And so Saucy actually came, which is great, but he didn't present the project to the professor. So it was an incomplete. It was another incomplete, another zero for Santana. Because he just didn't and don't follow the rules. He does things when he feel like it, when he wants to. And it's a mess. So they actually had a meeting. The board had a meeting. They had been trying to reach out to Santana and inviting him to multiple meetings, but he refused to go. So each one of the classes, even the music class, the newest class they had, he didn't show up for that last presentation, which they were just outside dancing and beating on drums. Like, that's something fun to do. He didn't even show up for that. So he got a zero in that class. He actually liked that class. So a zero all across the board for Santana. He got mad, started TP in the house, throwing stuff everywhere, acting a fool. I said, Lord, Santana, girl. It was funny. Because him and Carlos was going back and forth into it, and it was just something else. But then he started breaking glass, and I was just like, okay, now it's too much, sis. But Santana, right? He agreed that he didn't necessarily take this experience seriously. He's just not there yet to be serious and that kind of stuff. So we're gonna pray for Santana. Hopefully he gets everything together as he get older. But you're getting all these opportunities now. You may not get these same opportunities later on. You don't know what's going to happen from day to day. Nobody knows what God has for them. So I wish he would have took it seriously in this moment, but we'll see. Let me see. Anything else interesting happened? Blac Chyna, she's now sober, almost like a year and a half or so. And so she got up on at the church and she did her testimony and spoke, and that was nice to see Chyna, really coming to her own now and stuff. And yeah, it was beautiful. Let me see. Anything else interesting happened? No, they had a day out where they just talked about the expectations of each other and how they felt about each other in the whole process. And so then we see some of the family members come in. We see Nick and his cute kids. We see the legend, the icon, which is Tokyo Toni. She came in and along with Chyna's boyfriend and I think one of her friends or whatever, or a family member. No, I think it was her sister actually, on her daddy's side. So I think she's her mama's only child, I think. So that was cute, and we saw everybody whoop to whoop. We get to the final graduation. They wrote Saucy a letter. He didn't graduate. And we get to the graduation, and who ended up being top 3 was Carlos at number 3. The salutatorian was Chyna, and the valedictorian was Claudia. I figured it was just going to go that way. Although I was fine with either one of them winning. Carlos definitely has just look at Carlos. You know, just I even said some things about Carlos in the beginning because he was tripping, he was out of pocket. But I think, you know, as he warmed up to everything and understood everything, and, you know, it's a defense mechanism. It's, you know, we don't know people's full stories and things they go through that makes people how they are. But at most people's core, they're good people. And so I think him going to the Covenant House to see the younger people that was homeless, I think that really switched, you know, in his mind, and he just really became awesome. And his daddy looked just like him. That's crazy. Or he looked like his daddy. So yeah, it was great. It was nice to see everybody. I always get emotional at graduations, whether they're on television or on in my actual life. I recently went to my little cousin's graduation, and I have another one graduating next year. So yeah. But I love College Hill Celebrity Edition. I do. If I ever go back to college, I'm gonna do my best to go back to go to HCU. I never went to university. I went to a community college. So if I ever have the opportunity, ever feel inspired, ever want to, once I get like my life and finances and all that together, I would definitely love to go back. I don't know what I would take though. But y'all stay tuned for more reviews. So much more to talk about, y'all. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskinsware Instagram and Twitter, at Iskinsware89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App, PayPal, TikTok, and all the things. Yeah. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.